Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this. From bounding into comics. Netflix period drama Bridgerton features race-swapped version of historical figure Queen Charlotte. Don't you just love the hypocrisy from the left? And they go on and say, hey, your example is bad. You are never going to replace historical figures. You are never going to re-swap historical figures. We are the people with the colors. You're not going to see Ryan Gosling as Martin Luther King because that's a bad example. We're never going to replace one of your historical figures with a black person, so you don't need to use the example of Ryan Gosling as Martin Luther King. There you go. There you fucking go. These people irritate me. I hate hypocrisy. I hate it. And the problem is, this is not the first time they actually do this. In fact, here it is. A few of the things that it's going on. Look, if you see, this is a list that I use, that I have been keeping up. And I'm gonna share it below, so you can actually use it or see it to show these people how goddamn filthy hypocrites they are. So, this is the list that I use. It's called Hollywood woke washing, or Hollywood diversity washing, but woke washing. Either way, here it's one of those things that that I had to add later on. It's called R. R stands for revisionism. So if you spot an R on the names or on the list, it means that the character was in fact based on a historical figure and it was blackwashed or whatever washed it is on the list. So I had to add a bunch of it for Bridgerton. And you can see here Queen Charlotte, Duke of Hastings, blah 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 blah. Some of it may actually not be real, so I cannot be certain, but if you do know, I'll take it out. But quite frankly, I think they all are based on real figures, so I added it on R. And next time they say, oh guys, I don't think it's correct to cast Ryan Gosling as Martin Luther King. I don't think it's right to cast Tom Cruise as Mandela. No, that's racism. Racist. You just quote them this list, and you're pretty much on point. In fact, they go on a rant that say, oh, but guys, they used to cast white people as people of color all the time before. Well, here it is, a list showing that this is not quite the truth. In fact, this is just even recent times, but as far as I could see, based on what I saw or researched, even then it was rare to cast white people against as people of other races. But here we have. Apparently, according to these idiots, math illiterates, they think that two wrongs definitely 100% make a right. Look at the size of the list. Look. Gender benders, male to female, and female to male. This is absolutely rare. This has only happened quite lately. Oh, okay. Tattoo, Electra movie, 2005. Then, wait a minute. No, it's correct. I thought I was getting confused with Doctor Strange thingy, but they actually switched from an Asian to white, but from male to female. That's why it's not on the list. My brain kind of had a hiccup. This means I need more coffee because the amount of stupid today kind of broke my brain a little. Anyway, as you can see here, alphabet washing. That means they were straight, but in the series they actually had to switch their sexual preferences. And this is they're talking about that. The movie hasn't been released in 2020, so it means it's probably 2021, because when I added this, it was before the pandemic. So I needed to rechange the date for their predicted release year or something like that. Either way, here it is, the ancient one from Doctor Strange, which I just mentioned that I got slightly confused. It's bloody annoying. Let's see. Well, here are the dates that I ended up actually adding the people here. Let's see, blade. Okay, I probably am missing something. Oh well. Either way, let's go back to the article. Bridgerton, a newly released British period drama produced by Netflix. Of course, it has to be Netflix. What has Netflix released lately that hasn't gone woke? Will feature a race-swapped version of real-world historical figure Queen Charlotte, the sole wife of former king of the United Kingdom, George III. Making its debut on Christmas Day, Bridgerton follows the dramatic social and political exploits of the eponymous Bridgerton family and their associates during the Regency era of the United Kingdom, a historical period wherein the King George III's sons rule in his father's stead due to the former's deteriorating mental facilities. In the series, Queen Charlotte is portrayed by Black British actress Golda Rosheville, silent with a highly debated point. Here it is. The decision to race swap Queen Charlotte was defended by Julia Quinn, the American author upon whose eponymous books the Netflix series is based on. This is completely and utterly unhistorical. This is called historical revisionism, who asserted that many historians believe she had some African background. I want to see those historians. In fact, I think there's only one or two historians who do this, and they're mostly on the woke kind. It's probably one of those historians who actually thought that the Vikings were Muslims, or that Vikings had a lot of female fighters. In fact, wasn't it. It's a highly debated point, and we can't DNA test her, so I don't think we'll ever be a definitive answer, said Quinn. What if that was something that had been acknowledged and accepted at the time? It wasn't. Trust me. Back then, racism was a very, very big and very common thing. In fact, absolutely very common. So much so that the racism displayed in the 19th century was pretty much common back then. Was tame also in this. What if something had been acknowledged and accepted at the time? What if she used the position to bring other people of color to a position of power? No. If that happened, that would have been a very common thing to see back then. In fact, it would have been the most common of commons things back then. It would have been you would have seen it everywhere. You would have seen it, and it would have spread it throughout the years, and it would have made it the most it would have commonized, it would have made it common. I think that would be the word. And basing on the pictures of what I'm seeing here, at least on the wiki page, as you can see here, look at the picture. No, Look at the picture. Oh, wait. No, that's the other one. Pastel. Oh, no. That's her. With her eldest daughter, Charlotte, Princess Royal. Princess Royal Post of Queen Charlotte with her eldest daughter, Charlotte. See? Princess Charlotte by. See? She was pretty. I'm not seeing any black people here for some absolutely odd reason. And they were pale as fuck. Look at this. Natalia dance. Not seeing anything here. Not seeing anything African here. Nor here. It's interesting, isn't it? Let's see, does he first illness? Let's see, does he talk about her race? No, he does not. No, whoa, that's pretty much very, very weird for Wiki, because Wiki is absolutely woke. Let's see, that regency, sound barrier, queenship. Let's see, I probably should have researched this before making the video, don't you think? Yes, but this is me being flying in the seat of my pants. No, so whoa, 15 children, though, they did not have TV back then, so you can't blame them. No, husband feels beautiful, declare regent, unless I'm missing something, I don't think, not even Wikipedia did it. The older prevalence of it was later in relation to the internet. It was greatly during regency, porphyria, now believed to be porphyria, and means support by the spouses, his slimness. That's something that the British royalty even have today, but it's a much smaller scale, but still present. His provision from the rich. Issues. Nothing. Not seeing anything here. Nothing. Ah, there you go. Ancestry. Since 1940 have been involved in claims that suppose Africans. Who made those claims? These claims about Chinese ancestry began. Okay, who? Oh, of course I cannot check it. Of course. Clean race, gender, and the politics of memory. Contentions, Jamaican American right. Of course! Those claims in China began with the contention of Jamaican American right. Oh, of course! You actually had to self-insert yourself in there because that's pretty much the need to have a self-validation. Broad nostrils and heavy lips. I don't see, you can see broad nostrils in most of the pictures. Heavy lips? What's this? This is present even on white people. This is not a feature that is present on, that is unique to Africans. See, that's what and it's also all based on a portrait made by one person alone, which, alas, he also has heavy lips. Unquote by Horace Walpole, describing the nostril spreading to white mouth has the same fault. The claim expanded over time with various claims that she had African ancestry or was mixed race, biracial, or black. In 1999, Mario de Valdez and Cocom explained various claims in a website developed for PBS. Of course, they are all basing on hearsay and nonsense. Valdez claimed the child had an unmistakable African appearance. You can't even take that from the soul portrait. That had distant ancestor Martin de Castro, so the noble 15th century. Okay, there's a goddamn filthy. Ah shit, there's no poison here. Fuck, I'm gonna get my blood sucked. The ancestry of King Alfonso and one of the. Dude, not even that time was. Wait, how can you be black if this even predates the discovery of the rest of this sub-Saharan? The of course they actually had to go on there because of the marriage of the. I hate historical revisionism. Doesn't matter if it comes from these people or from the neo-Nazis, who actually longs to claim that the Holocaust never existed. Ah, fuck me. The Republican critics of this claim point out that doesn't represent the Swiss Europeans as typical Northern European woman, and there is no evidence that her distant ancestor Margarita de Castro and Souza was black or from a black Portuguese noble family. That her even more distant ancestor Madagana was likely a Muslim and not Moorish. That Charlotte shared the descent from Madragana and with a large proportion of European inclusion. Fuck! These people are insane. And look at this. Oh, this is interesting. This is very, very interesting. Take a peek of take a look at this picture. Here we have. Ta-da! See, they actually had to darken the picture. Just darken so you can support the Guardian's claims. And obviously I'm not going to register for me to read this shitty article, so you can go fuck yourself, The Guardian. But look at this, what they actually had to do. Fuck me! Look! See the difference? You actually had to darken the picture to support your filthy claim? Look! You can actually see the color of her hair color here. Bada boom! You can't even see it here, so that means this picture here was altered. Fascinating here, isn't it? Fascinating. And you have multiple actresses who are white, even in staring on the goddamn filthy Bridgerton series. They kind of look like her, with the same actual features. She has those lips. Look at my lips. Shit, pickle. Even one of the actors who plays the Boneless, I forgot his. How could I forget? But Ivar the Boneless, on the Vikings TV show, he even has the same lips that I do, and has the same lips that she does, and he's a goddamn fucking European as well, Caucasian. Seriously, these people irritate me to no end. The historical revisionism is bad, regardless of who does it. Historical revisionism should be frowned upon and mocked to no end, regardless of the idiot that does it. I don't want to have a historic. Suddenly, there's a white person who helped develop the civilization of the sub-Saharan in the 900 in the year 900. That's historical revisionism that I just made up. That if anybody made those claims, they should be mocked, because that's a made up thing. Even though I just made it up as an example, but if somebody ever made those claims and claimed it to be true, some hearsay or some made up nonsensical bullshit, then the person should be mocked, because you should not make historical revisionism. It doesn't matter the victim, what historical victim it is. I do not care who was whitewashed, blackwashed. I do not care. Everybody that makes those claims should be mocked. The end. There's no difference. There's nothing in here to suggest. Seriously, these people trigger me to no end, because historical revisionism is evil. It destroys our identity, it destroys history, and completely whitewashes history to the point that you are going to ignore something that was bad, that happened problematic, that happened in the past, will then be repeated in the future because it got completely changed to fit the narrative. This is bad. This is what the communists did what the Nazis did back in the, well, it has happened forever, but the closest and biggest and most recent examples are from those regions and those time periods that the Nazis did, the communists did, and China keeps on doing Tiananmen Square. And it's the same thing here. So, no, it should not be done like that. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you want more of this. And please, check out the list. It's going to debunk a lot of the bullshit this Control Left like to say. So, don't forget to hit the notification bell button, and good night.